Hello, everyone. Let's try this again. Sorry about that. I had some technical difficulty there on my Facebook and my connection with my internet. So, back live again. So, today we're going to be talking about being a protector, being a great leader and protecting the people that you are leading. I'm going to connect this with real estate, not just leaders, because when you're in real estate, when you're an agent, when you're helping buyers and sellers, you're their leader. You are helping them through the process. You're their trusted person. They're going to look up for guidance. So that type of leadership, and you want to protect your clients, but I'm probably going to ruffle a little feathers here on this and dance on the line of going through what my vision of agency and agency law is. Now, I'll try to keep this short because I get in conversations many times with agents what they should and shouldn't do in protecting and honoring and servicing their client. Number one, I'll compare it to this. You are not attorneys. Number one, you are not attorneys. Sometimes agents think there are attorneys. They're looking out for their great legal, but you can't act like an attorney. What I mean by protecting your clients, to me, and being a great leader is showing them and helping them in the best way possible under agency and legally. What I mean by that is some buyers, sellers, we come across this in real estate, think that they're doing something like a legal situation. Like, obviously, you watch TV, you see lawyers, they lie all the time. And also sometimes I feel our society, like with negotiations, it's trying to one up the other person. And if you have to lie or misrepresent, hopefully not you, but people in general, I see more of this. It's kind of like playing poker. I hate playing poker. I don't want to play poker. I don't want to play any game that I have to bluff the other person. And I feel that there's a lot of times we try to protect our agents, protect the people that have those types of personalities, those things. They want to dupe the other side. They think that's part of the sales game. They can say, well, don't tell them about this, or pretend like we have this, or pretend like because they see it on TV, they see it in movies, they see it in other aspects of their life, like again, playing games. They like sometimes even people say it's the game of real estate, the game of success, the game of business. You'll see that in movies and TV and the news. Who can part of negotiation? They think the bluff and dancing on the line of what should be done and not done. And I see agents trying to protect their clients by saying, my client doesn't want me to say that. My client wants me to say this or doesn't want to say that. And you have to, almost every day, I'm dancing on the line with some agents explain, no, you have to legally say that. Just because you're trying to protect your client, you have to do this. You have to do that. We have ethics. And sorry, my opinion, not think. Our ethics compared to an attorney's ethics, completely different. Completely different. We don't have the luxury, not luxury, I don't want to say because I don't like it. I don't want client privilege. I don't want, if my buyer and or seller says something that is over my ethics, I want to be able to say that to the other side because I have to. I can't, non-disclosure, certain things that I know wrong about your house, I got to tell the other side and different things like that. So why I want to say great leaders are great protectors. They're protecting them sometimes from themselves, protecting them of telling them what's right to do, what's legally to do, what's ethically to do, not protecting them by doing everything they tell you to do. That's the point of all of this video today, is being a great leader in a transaction is not always doing what your client tells you to do. if that makes some sense. A great leader is a great protector of sometimes protecting them from the other side of the transaction, protecting their best interest of what's best for them, and also protecting them from themselves sometimes, because I see it. I've been involved in well over 35,000 transactions in the last 30 years and trillions of dollars in real estate. And I've seen business people that sell real estate that think that whatever business they are in, that's part of their game, is duping, is non-disclosure, trying to, like playing poker with the transactions in people's lives. But you have to protect the integrity of yourself, protect the integrity of your client, what legally has to be done, what ethically should be done. Not just legal. There's differences of what legally has to be done and ethically. That's why we have realtor rules, realtor ethics that go above and beyond what's legally required to do. That's the beauty of being part of a realtor. But sometimes you have to help protect the client and go above and beyond even what they tell you to do. And it's an art form of explaining why, whatever the situation is. So sorry if that didn't make some sense, because almost every day, at least once a day, I have an agent tell me, my client said they want me to do this. And I say, well, that you should protect them from not doing that. That's not the right thing to do. You're the leader. You're the expert. Kind of like, not to go way too deep, it's kind of like in our society, we have elected officials and presidents and law enforcement and military. We have a lot of different things, and not to go into political conversations, but we sometimes, hopefully, you look up to those people to protect you from what the right decisions are in life, right? We have laws, speeding and traffic laws and society laws and all that. We have laws and things. Again, not to go into political about what laws you like and don't like, all of that. I'm just saying we look up to people to make those to protect ourselves from ourselves sometimes, right? Would we go 90 miles an hour on the freeway? Is that the best interest there to do? I just use that example because I'm not a great big speeder, but there's people out there, if you had no laws like what the speed limit was, I think more people would be going a lot faster, which is not good for them, in my opinion. So I would say that. But today, please, the last thing I'll say today, especially to Century 21 Homestar agents, especially the new agent, especially any agent, because really, even if you're in the business 20 years, you're going to get into situations and stuff. I get that question several times a month from agents. I've been in the, and say it starts with that, Tony, I've been in the business 20 plus years. I've never had the situation. What should I do? That's my job as the broker. That's my job as an owner. That's my job, is to lead and protect you and our agents, and I want to even go above that. I've talked to many agents and many different companies that I'm friends with and been friends with for years that want my opinion on how to handle certain situations. I'm happy to talk to you and give you my opinion of what should be done, what should be done. And if it's black and white, say this is legally what you have to do and don't have to do, because there are some agents out there that just don't have that leader above them that's there to help them with situations. Not all of business, but certain situations you need that help. And that's what your clients need you. And hopefully you have someone above you that you could reach out to protect everybody, even from themselves someday. So hopefully that made some sense. I was just trying to figure out, because this topic, a couple of situations and questions have come up over the last few days. It just made me spark on this topic and wanted to send out this video today. So that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.